Hey guys, Jennifer Stone.
And Rosie.
And Josh Cook, legendary Aviation Cawwfee.
And we're with Oops Baby. We're back. Back again.
I gotta fix my test. Hang on, here we go. Alright, I'm back in this and and as I got older, oh my god, they just fell. It's just like, oh.
There's bras for that.
There's bras.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll
Wonder bras.
We'll give you one of ours. It's fine. Well, we're so glad to be back, guys. We took a little hiatus. I was gone for a while filming. We just had a lot of stuff to get catched up on. I catched up on. We have a lot to catch up on. I was in Ohio filming.
I know you like ketchup and things like that, but you don't need to add the that.
I've been in Ohio for a while. Everything's a little bit like my brain froze, and all of the country people got me talking, even though I'm from Texas. Okay,
the twang comes out.
It does. We were on a farm.
More country people. You're like, where is this
coming from? Where is that coming from? I was on a horse farm for 10 days. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Horse farm.
Yeah.
Make sure everybody can see my tits. There we go.
Oh yeah, don't block it.
Money maker.
That's
right
the money
there.
maker.
Right, seriously.
So, did you have a great weekend?
I mean, you could probably say the whole month of February.
What?
Like we need to do the weekend thing.
Yeah.
Flu hit us pretty hard, and then just work and
busy.
Same old.
Yeah.
How were you when she was gone, though? I mean, this is your twin flame right here.
It was torture. Like
okay.
I would be like, is it 10 days
done?
yet? Or like 4 days in, I was like, this feels like it's been a year already.
Are you done yet? She could hear my footsteps walking up as I was. She was like, "Is that my best friend?" And we did the slow run.
It was hard, but we got through it.
Yeah.
We're never gonna do it again.
Yeah. It was never again. I'm not allowed to leave.
I'm gonna have to be her assistant.
I was gonna say, you got to go with her.
Yeah. She does my makeup.
Put that in the budget.
Does she?
She just has
one little.
What is your assistant done this all time?
Yeah, she's very essential.
She smokes a lot of weed.
Yeah. It helps my mental stability on set. Oh, so let's get into it. So, Josh.
What?
What are you doing here?
What are you doing?
Well, I'm here part of the Big Titty Club. I mean, that's what I'm here for.
Okay.
A shirt just for you guys. Oh my god.
What else do you have to offer besides big titties?
Yeah, right. Actually, bougie coffee. So I actually started this back in 2019 when I was in California. And then the pandemic happened. But I was still doing this on the side, having some fun roasting for friends, family, coworkers, things like that. But the guy upstairs was like, time out. Like, you're going to put you in a bubble and the biodome it and you don't move. And I was like, shit. Seriously. So then I came out here to Texas and in 2022, and people started catching on to what I had and kept asking me, hey, why don't you have a website? Why don't you have a social media?
Yeah.
Where's your presence? Why don't you go to farmers markets? I was like, shit, I guess I'll do this. So in 2023, from January to April 2nd is when I actually fired up the company to the public side. On your birthday. Yeah. Oh, yeah, so we bought coffee. So I brought the public side. I brought the website online. I brought the package designs. I brought the social media, things like that. And in 7 months, 997% growth. On top of the business I was already doing.
Yeah,
So some people sit there and say $0 to $997 is 997% growth. And I'm like, because you're forgetting the stuff that I did prior to this. So I mean, if I had a couple $1,000s coming in, now I have so much. I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. So what I did is I'm even evolving the packaging from here on out. Is we're going from what's called a flat bottom or flat pouch to a flat bottom pouch, and it's going to be 4-sided. It's going to be dual purpose, so where I can actually have 12 ounces or 16 ounces in there. I came out with the super secret squirrel mug that's here. This is actually for you guys. This is part of the gift to you guys. Same thing with the mug here, or the tumbler here.
I love it.
So this is all for you guys, and people have been absolutely loving what they've been tasting here because it's not just another coffee company.
Yeah.
I'm the coffee roaster as well, and I don't use.
It smells amazing.
Yeah.
He's got little holes poked in the back.
Smell holes. I love your smell holes.
Yeah.
Yeah, your smell holes. Are
Believe it or not, the next bags are gonna say "smell me."
Ah, yes,
I like that.
as they should.
Yeah, and so I kept seeing premium and gourmet coffees, things like that on the market. So I kept going to the grocery store, seeing what these people were saying is premium coffee. And it's commodity coffee. It's just over roasted bullshit coffee that tastes like just over roasted bean water.
Yeah.
So specialty grade coffee is in a completely different playing field. So think of our good tequilas, our good whiskeys, our good wines and things like that. You have your box wines, everyday type stuff. You know, this is what you're gonna give to everybody. Then you have that $350 bottle of wine, the one that you go, oh, that's good.
That's a chugging wine.
That's
right there.
that's what I did here.
Yeah.
So all of my coffee has to be independently graded to be 85 or higher. So coffee, just like everything else, is scored 0 to 100. When you get to 80, you get to specialty grade. I hit 85 at a bare minimum. So, and then I use the Specialty Coffee Association standards when it comes to roasting profiles. So there's no such thing as light, medium, and dark. Thank you, Folgers, Starbucks, and all these other assholes that basically sat there and said, this is all what you get.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, there's 9 different profiles. If we really want to get into the nitty-gritty details, it starts at cinnamon, it ends at Italian, and everything in between changes the way that those coffees accentuate their flavors. So with specialty grade coffee, typically don't want to go into the dark roasts because now you just took a $6, $7, $8, $9 green coffee and ruined it.
Yeah.
You were trying to accentuate the flavors that are in there. You're not trying to just create another dark coffee. Everybody's done that. I'm not doing that. I've completely transformed the game. And when people taste that versus anybody else, I have beat every blind taste test I have been in so far.
I've literally stopped using my pods and take the time to use your coffee and put it in my pod, even though I'm lazy, because it tastes so good. Like, it doesn't need creamer, it doesn't need sugar. The flavor of it is in there, and my favorite part is it tastes. There's one that tastes kind of creamy without having cream in it, and there's no bitterness.
Yeah.
Like, so his slogan on there is bougie coffee.
Bougie AF, never bitter,
Yeah.
always better. You know,
AF, never bitter.
I actually channeled like the Ryan Reynolds inside of me when I had the ad-libbing ability of Jim Carrey and Robin Williams come in, and I was like, bougie AF.
Yeah.
I was like, this is fucking it right here. And then the never bitter, because I want people to know that when you have my coffee, unless you're brewing it incorrectly, you have like shitty water, you're not going to have that astringentness, the bitterness, the aftertaste, that what the fuck did give me all the creamers and sugars. I want you to have a refreshing cup of coffee that's bright and vibrant. So it's almost like a really, really strong tea, but still has that essence of coffee.
And so where can they find it?
Legendary aviationcoffee.com.
Awesome. And I will put the link right here for you to get to.
There we go.
Are we gonna do like a code for any of our viewers?
You know, you guys already have one.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, it's Twin Flames 10. We're going to change that directly after this phone to Oops Baby.
Yes.
So if you guys actually buy the coffee, you get 10% off utilizing their code. But also what we're going to be doing is actually supporting the show. So $2 every bag goes back to them. And we still do 10% of every coffee sell to a nonprofit. So I support things like Airplanes and Coffee, our Tag Nation, the Texas Valor Project here inside of Rockwall, the Patriot for Pause, or Pause for Patriot, excuse me, that's another one that I do. Then the Veteran Outpost out in Greenville. So there's a lot of different nonprofits that I support every month, and each month a new nonprofit gets basically the 10% donations.
That's
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah.
And we'll have those codes for you right here so that you can get to it. Now, that's how they can get to it from anywhere. Now, I know that you've been a big part of this community since you've got here to Texas. Where are the storefronts that are serving your coffee right now?
So actually Community Barbecue was the only one that actually gave the rights for it because they were doing it correctly. And every time I went in to spot check, they did it right. So, but Community Barbecue decided to shut down their storefront and just go into catering.
Okay,
so,
okay.
You know, when you have this quality of coffee and you go put it on storefront, if we go to the grocery stores, you're going to find premium gourmet from $7.99 to $13.99. Thank you, BRCC, for calling yourself premium and, you know, not having anything that is truly premium. You know, you're going to put this on the store shelf at $24.99 for 12 ounces, and people are going to continue to go to that other stuff because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
But when you taste test it and you go, "What? Wait a second, it doesn't taste like this. It doesn't taste like that." Then you realize why I only do direct to consumer stuff. I take really high end coffee and make it really damn affordable by cutting out every middleman. Every middleman I could possibly think of. The only thing I have to pay for is my roaster, my bags, my coffee. So the profit margins are still there, but I don't have to actually overcharge people. I just have to have people try it.
Perfect.
Are you doing like taste tests like
all
little
the
pop-ups?
time? All the time. That's actually how I get people hooked. So we're going to be at Sun and Fun this year, which is the second largest flying event in Florida. We bought these little 4-ounce cups that are customized, and they're just taster cups. So I have 8 ounce and 12 ounce as well when I do all these different events. So Airplanes and Coffee, once a month I team up with them, and I do 8 ounces free coffee at that event. It's a 4-hour event, 4.5 hours. We do up to 15 gallons of coffee.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it's like that's completely free. They don't have to think about it. Takes the burden off of them, and people end up buying the coffee. We go through 65 to 85 bags in that 4-hour time frame. People buying it.
That's awesome. And especially they're like, I can just, it's so easy. I can just do this
We need
now.
to
exactly.
We need to come work one of these events with you.
There you go. I like it.
Yeah.
So, and then we're trying out these new pour over filters here. So basically this right here would go on top of a cup. You pull that sucker off and you pour just 12 ounces of water through there. So, and it's actually self-regulating because this will foam up and this will actually what's called bloom, and you want that to stop and then you want it to go back down. So you continue to put water in there until you get 12 ounces.
That is so awesome,
And
especially for work or like
exactly.
anything. And they have the shitty stuff, like
Yeah.
burnt ass
Yeah,
coffee at
I
work,
don't
and you're
want
like,
this crap.
So I'm making
Yeah.
a shirt that's going to be called All Ratios Matter.
Yeah.
Okay, kind of making fun of what happened in the past. Okay, but it's true. All ratios matters when it comes to coffee. So if somebody wanted the perfect cup, which is this in 12 ounces, boom. If they wanted something stronger, 8 ounces in this, let it steep for 30 seconds, you're good to go. So I am actually reinventing, or not reinventing, I am basically re-educating people in coffee. Not all coffee is the same.
oh no, never.
So,
I know nothing about it.
I'm gonna make her eyes glaze over. She's already
does
all
this
like,
episode, I'm gonna be
okay.
doing a lot of
She doesn't drink coffee, but she likes to smell it.
Yeah.
I do like to. Some days I'm like, get out of my face.
Yeah,
Today is a good day for coffee.
those smell great.
Yeah.
So, what is the big difference that you've noticed from moving from Cali to Texas?
So people, when they go to California, they typically will go to like San Diego. Okay, San
Yeah,
Diego is its own vibe. Now, if
Right,
you go
right.
to Gaslight District, or I think it's Gaslamp, whatever, Gaslamp. You go there at night, and it's like Party Central.
Right.
You go there during the day, it's Homeless Central.
Yeah.
So, and then it depends on where you go inside of San Diego. So San Diego has like 4 million people in that small little section. So there's always traffic. I found here what you guys call traffic, I call an average day in California. This is nothing. Even Friday traffic, when I'm coming back from the roastery to Rockwall and I hit that Friday afternoon traffic, everybody's like, oh my God, it takes forever. And I'm like, it's telling me I'm going to go 30 minutes and 30 miles in 35 minutes? Oh, this is nothing. When it takes you 3 hours to go 30 minutes, okay, then come back and talk to me.
From on the 5, are you talking about the 5?
The 5 freeway, the 91, the 60, the 10, it doesn't matter.
all of them.
All of them. Anything in that Southern California area sucks.
Yeah.
So, but I also found that, people think that people are really polite and nice inside of these distinct areas, like San Diego. Well, you probably at that one spot that, there is. But let's take you to the other places that, there's not like that. A lot of the places here in DFW, I found that people's hospitality is there. I went down to Austin, the most liberal state or liberal city we have here. People were still like, hey, what's going on? Like, how you doing?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? Huh? Like, I'm a complete stranger. The homeless dude actually wanted to have a conversation with me. Just shoot the shit. He was kind of bored. It looked like, so I sat there and talked to him for about 15 minutes. Didn't smell like hell. He didn't act like hell. He didn't act like he was insane or crazy.
Are you sure you just wasn't a hipster in Austin?
No, I hung out with those guys too. You got to hang out with the hipsters in Austin because they actually know all the cool places to go when it comes to see all the artsy fartsy stuff in Austin.
Yeah.
So, and I did that. I did the tours with the hipster guys.
Yeah.
So I love that type of stuff.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I like going to be a tourist there. But the big thing that I found between everything was egos, pride, the stinginess, all that fun stuff. We have select areas here, whereas a lot of California was that.
Yeah.
It never fit my persona. It never fit my morals, my values, and things like that. When I came through here 7-8 years ago during a random road trip, just get in the truck and go, I absolutely loved it. Because I started in Salina, and I went all the way down to Austin, went over to San Antonio, and then back to Arizona. And there was not a damn spot that I didn't like.
Awesome.
So even if I go downtown, you know, it's like, okay, yeah, it's kind of packed. It kind of gets a little hectic and people can't drive. That's my opinion because I'm the best driver. Now, everybody thinks they're the best driver. But it's like,
She knows she's not.
But it's like, even the homeless down there, it's like, it's starting to be kind of California-y, but it's not. There's night and day difference on how things are perceived and how things are here versus there. Do I agree with all the politics here? Hell no.
No, that would be crazy.
Yeah, but it's like I like this style of living, especially here in Rockwell. We're 20 minutes away from downtown.
Yeah.
If we want the city life, we'll go get the city.
Yeah, so close for everything.
Exactly.
I've heard so many people that be like, I am ready to go to Texas, ready, and just even on this past set that I was on, like a lot of people are talking about coming to Texas and the real estate here and everything.
The prices here are getting insane though. They're like, when I left California, we are at those prices now. I'm like, ugh. All right. Great for real estate agents. Are you still doing real estate? Okay. They go, see Rosie for your real estate, you know. She's, you know, real estate. But even to get out to the colony, 45 minutes. So I lived in Lancaster, California. One way was 75 minutes or 75 miles, depending on which way I was going, for anything fun, remotely fun. And that is without traffic.
Yeah.
When it was with traffic, it was like, no, I'm done.
Yeah.
So if I had to get down to Anaheim for a couple of my friends lived in Anaheim, if I had to get down to any of their get-togethers, it was a 3-hour ordeal, one way. If I had to get down to San Diego, if I had to get down to San Diego, or Rancho Bernardo, which is still San Diego, for work, it was a 3-hour drive, and I had to go at 9 in the morning, be there by noon, so that way I missed all that traffic in between. I hit the traffic coming back one time. It was 6 hours. I shit you not. 6 hours to get back home.
Thank you.
Yeah. So when I got, so I went from Rancho Bernardo up to Riverside. That took 3 hours because there were so many wrecks and just so much traffic and congestion from construction. Say that 3 times fast. That I stopped at my parents' house and I rested there for like 2 hours, and then I took all the way back up. But then the 15 past going to Vegas, somebody decided to be an idiot and spin their car around and flip it upside down. So a lot of shit went up. So yeah. And then if the snow hits, forget it. You're stuck.
No.
Like cocaine? No, not cocaine. Not that white stuff that falls from the sky that, you know, it's powdery. We're talking about that freezing cold stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we get here. Just ice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what was it, like 2 years ago we did have snow? Was it last year? Or 2 years ago? 2 years ago. 2 years we got snow.
Yeah, we had the Snowmageddon. Yeah.
That was 2020, wasn't
But
it?
even then, that's like, what, 5 inches?
Yeah.
So, but I mean, there's all these different nuances between the two. There is better weather in California. Great. If that's the only thing that you're going to look at for California, then you're missing everything through the bedazzled bullshit. You're looking at the bedazzled piece. You're not looking at all the bullshit.
Yeah. So is that what you would say you miss from Cali?
Is
like
the weather.
Yeah.
So in San Diego,
Yeah.
San Diego, quite literally, 90% of the time it's 70 to 75. So it's almost like Hawaii weather, but not.
Yeah.
And then, of course, that tropical look of Malibu when you're in there. If you go to the beach areas, you got that tropicalness. San Diego has some of those places too. Laguna Beach
I
is
San
gorgeous.
Clemente when I went.
San Clemente is more central
Newport
California.
Beach was really pretty.
Yeah. So all that fun stuff. I mean, but if you miss that, then you're missing. If you only focus on that, then you're missing the greaterness of what California is.
Great for visiting.
Great for visiting, exactly. Like Austin. No offense to Austin, guys. Sorry.
Oh yeah,
I love to go down there for like 2-3 days.
Yeah, Austin's good for 2 days.
2 days.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, with the way you girls drink, Jesus.
We can't make it past that.
Yeah. We went out with
Only
you
in
guys one
Vegas.
time, where I was like, "Good Lord, they don't stop."
Only in Vegas we never fall. And
Yeah.
we're like, what is it?
What's
No,
air? Yeah. What's in the air here?
I don't know.
Still remember you chasing after the baby.
The baby.
Yeah, it's sideways. Yeah, so she got kind of drunk and she was like, "Oh my God, the baby!" And she went.
Oh,
the
yeah.
random person.
Someone
They came.
had a baby and we were trying to get the baby.
Oh.
She let us hold it.
The total random blonde hair girl. Well, they became best friends though.
Oh, baby.
Drunk girls. Oh, my baby. Okay.
Yeah.
Here you go. Cutest baby.
We look trustworthy.
Apparently.
Even when we're drunk.
I hope so. She just hand us her baby.
Right, sir.
We're mom.
Yeah.
We can be drunk and hold a baby.
It's fine. It's fine.
We're still safe.
We're still safe. We're just giving laughing.
So your baby's in a bar. So
yeah, your baby is in a bar. So let's hear it. Who wore it better?
Yeah, right. Seriously. Okay, here we go.
Oh man, I definitely think you're the winner.
I didn't realize my chest was gonna make him pop that much too.
I
I
know.
was like,
Oh my God, the camera really adds 10 pounds.
all right. Of titties.
I've caught myself like 5 times being
You're
like,
Yeah, right.
look at that.
Those are some
Rosie
nice.
does swing both ways, depending on how drunk she is.
Everybody likes. Everybody
Yeah,
likes.
right now.
tits.
I feel like that's every woman.
Yeah. Everybody likes boobs. I mean,
That's very
who doesn't?
yeah,
Who
yeah.
doesn't? If you don't, you're weird.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
We don't like you anyway.
Write it
Yeah,
if
right,
you don't
right.
like titties.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
Let us know.
You are not one of us.
You're not our friend.
You can't say that.
Yeah.
You can't. Yeah. Well, that was a lot of
Well, we
coffee
never,
talk.
never touched
Let's
on
go
that.
to talking about. Yeah, I know. My
I'm
brains.
totally going to call you out on that.
Yeah, my
Paolette.
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 Paolette. It's been a long week.
She wants to talk about him being a
Yeah,
pilot.
Paolette.
Yeah, so I started in Army Aviation as basically an operations guy. And so I was helping the pilots and I was doing the flight records, kind of like the admin guy. Then we moved into tactical operations and I've done everything that comes with the operational side of aviation. So then I moved into flight test engineering, which is where I really found that the love of the engineering, which is where also this coffee comes from, is I dive down rabbit holes like there's nobody's business and I just never get out of them. So even today I'm still I'm still creating new products to try to create a much better experience for everybody. So then when I came out here, I was like, you know what? I sold the house in California. I had that money. It's like, why not go become a private pilot? So I started at the Rockwall location.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that school sucked.
Yeah.
So I went out to the McKinney location and, met the Greyhawk guys and I met Jordan. And Jordan Green and I became really good friends. And now he's actually doing more commercial pilot stuff. But he's going to come out to Airplanes and Coffee, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But he was my flight instructor. So, and I became a pilot. I was just working on it and just kind of happened. And so with that, what I'm hoping to do is own my own aircraft one day and then take all this coffee to different FBOs where we fly to and drop it off. Like, hey, here's your order. So,
How fun.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool. It's just, it's funny to hear, like, it just kind of happened. It just kind of accidentally
Just
became a pilot.
it kind of like,
Yeah.
oops, oh, it just kind of accidentally
Oops, I became a pilot.
Yeah.
Oops, baby.
I became a pilot.
It was just like something that I've always wanted to do too. When I was a young kid, I can remember actually wanting to become a pilot, and then my parents couldn't afford it, and then all this other stuff, like all the excuses of life, all the justifications, and I was like, no, we're not doing that anymore. If we're going to actually create this company, if we're going to be here in Texas, we're going to stop making up excuses, justifications, reasons not to. We're just going to go after it. And those, when you do that, and this is going to be kind of deep, when you do that, you find that life or your life actually opens up more doors. The universe, God, whatever we want to call it, starts showing you another way of living, another avenue to make money or new opportunities. And when that happens and you listen and you take it, oh man, you're going to be completely different. When we first met, I'm not the same person as I was back then as I am today because of those opportunities. You guys didn't know I had a coffee company. So, and then all of a sudden it's like, here I am. Like, I've had it for a long time, but
You're finding your purpose.
Yeah.
finding the real drive in life. You know, you can be fruitful in life by working for somebody else, which is what I've done for 20 years. But now I'm like, you know what? No, I want to actually pull away from that. I want to take all of this theoretical knowledge that I've developed over the years, from reading books to going through different experiences, and I'm going to transform it into a company that people can really resonate with. And I'm going to have that niche in the aviation industry where we go 1 mile deep, but we're only 1 inch wide. So we are the true subject matter experts when it comes to coffee, aviation, tying them together and having this niche. I don't give a shit about going 10 miles wide like what other coffee companies did and only 1 inch deep. I want to have that really penetrate into that world, and it is. So I've been able to establish wholesale accounts, different type of accounts, should I say, that I would have never been able to do before. So Aramark is pretty much exclusive to Starbucks. We got in with Aramark.
Nice.
We were not supposed to be able to get in. They sat there and said, no. I said, put me up with the blind taste test then. And nobody likes Starbucks over my coffee.
Oh, I believe that.
I've taken 70...
Did you guys hear that?
I believe
Nobody likes Starbucks over these.
So 70%
test.
in the 6 weeks that they brought us on, I've taken 70% of the business away from that company and other companies.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sitting like, okay. So the other big veteran company, I'm not going to completely throw them under the bus, but they're giving away their coffee for free, and they still haven't taken my business away.
Awesome.
So I'm still going through about 10 pounds a week through Aramark at one location, and that other big name is having to give away their coffee in these vending machines. And people are like, we only like it because it's free.
Right. Oh yeah.
But in the mornings, let's see. We did 4.5 gallons on Monday, 4.5 gallons of coffee on Monday, bought. And I'm like, okay,
That's awesome.
that still works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, but yeah, I have 140 something reviews now, 143 5-star reviews. I've asked everybody to be open and honest with their reviews. If you don't like the coffee, go leave a 1-star review. 5 stars. That's all I've got.
That's
it's all independently reviewed too. So I've had bots come in, I've had spams, I've had competition come in and try to sit there and say they tried my coffee. Like in Virginia, and I'm like, I don't have any orders from Virginia. It's like, how are you in Virginia trying my coffee? You haven't ordered it, it's not there. Blah, blah, blah.
Do you address those
No,
reviews?
no, because a third party actually verifies it for me. So
That's
all everything on my website is actually controlled by somebody else. It's not controlled by me. So even if I try to go put in my own review and I put in my email address, hey, this is you. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. And I've tested it. I put in 5 reviews under one email address, my personal email address. They kick it out. They sit there and go, nope, it doesn't work. And I'm like, this works. So they have to be verified.
Yeah, I've seen you blow up your social media, your following, everything. Since you really put in
so you have
the
an
work.
Instagram page.
Yeah, and we went viral twice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We went viral
Everybody
on-
go follow.
We went
Like,
viral on
follow.
Facebook. We went viral on Instagram. In 45 days, we got 1 million individual account views on Instagram. This year alone, I was like, I did it on Facebook. I was like, let's see if I can do it on Instagram. And the next thing I know, I did it. And I was like, okay,
That's awesome.
that works.
That is awesome.
Do you do all your own marketing? Or do you have a marketing team?
I was trying to use not a marketing team. I was trying to actually have an administrative assistant, kind of like a social media person, kind of take over that, trying to branch it off, let them do that. And it didn't quite do what I wanted to do. It's one of those things. It's like, I have a standard. You weren't meeting the standard. You were hired for 3 months though, and you still didn't hit any standard. You did really good for 2 weeks, so I fired him, got all that money back, and so I took it back over, and I was like, okay, so if I have somebody come in, I was like, I have to do it this particular way. And so it is a mixture. It just depends on if it's my administrative system, my new one, or if it's me. So it's if you read through it, you kind of figure out who's doing what.
Yeah.
So there is a different persona between, and then sometimes I'll get in there and I'll just make fun of something, and I'll do a fart joke or a poop joke or something. I just did a poop joke one.
Yeah.
So
well, we
yeah.
we like those.
We get it.
yeah. So it's like it all just depends on what's going on. But Legendary Aviation Coffee is the handle for both Facebook and Instagram. We started up X at Legendary AVN CFE. So Legendary Aviation Coffee, but that name is like really long. So, and I have 3 other businesses underneath this. Actually, I have 1 above and 2 horizontal to this. So, but that will be another discussion altogether.
Okay. Well, awesome. Well, that was definitely a lot of coffee talk.
Yeah, it is.
And
Did you want to touch on
did you want to?
that?
Yeah.
Or-
Well, I mean, you guys
It
already,
kinda
it's like
goes.
Army Aviation.
Yeah.
Now I'm a veteran. I'm a
Yeah.
disabled veteran, 100% disabled veteran. We give back to veteran organizations. We give back to veteran nonprofits, things like that. Texas Valor Project, I'm going to give them a huge plug. Texas Valor Project's here in Rockwell, Texas. And I'll tell you what, when it comes to TBI, PTSD, we lost somebody in the aviation community, in the veteran community, called Michelle Young just last month. She left behind I think her daughter was like 13, 14 years old, and unfortunately it was to suicide. I didn't know, I don't know how many other people didn't know, if I would have known that she was struggling with PTSD or TBI, we would have gotten her in touch with Texas Valor Project. Texas Valor Project is in bed with Resiliency Brain Clinic here in Dallas. They're using alternative methods to actually cure TBI. We are being misdiagnosed as PTSD and over-medicated when it's a traumatic brain injury. The traumatic brain injury doesn't have to be a physical thing. It can be truly a mental thing where the brain is fucked up, pardon my language.
Yeah.
So they are using, they're using alternative treatments to cure this or dramatically reduce. People don't like to say cure, and I'm like, no. When you're coming out 2 weeks later and you're going, I don't have any of the signs, symptoms, anything that I used to have, that's a cure.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you have to keep up with it? Yes.
Yeah.
The brain is neuroplasticity. It changes, it morphs, so you have to keep up with it. But it's nothing like medicine. You don't have to pop a pill.
Yeah.
It's
That's awesome.
It's fixing this shit. I seen guys come out when they used to be able to deadlift 500 pounds. They walked in like almost paraplegic. Whatever that big word is. Me and big words don't work. And so what I saw was this guy walk in within 24 hours, be able to deadlift 500 pounds with no pain, no residual nastiness afterwards. A week later, he was still perfectly fine. And that's all from curing the traumatic brain injury that was limiting his capacity.
That's amazing.
And this guy was big, and that's
how would something like that work so fast, though? What is it? What are they doing?
So that is where I don't have that knowledge isn't there. But I'm sitting there going, I know of one treatment that we've talked about in the past where we're using psychedelic mushrooms, or psychedelic mushrooms can be very beneficial. We can do it in microdosing, do full trips, and the VA, actually the government should say, is giving these clinics in California, Washington, I believe the Mayo Clinic, not the Mayo Clinic, there was another one, UCLA was doing it, where they were basically figuring out why a controlled trip is completely resetting the brain, where we don't have PTSD issues anymore, curing depression, anxiety, all this shit. Joe Rogan actually talked about it 2 years ago. Actually, when we were talking about this.
Yeah, he's talking about that. No, I mean, I've ran into like a handful of veterans that literally use that. They're like, I have to do this because if not, my like PTSD and my paranoid, like all of this, and then I take this and.
Now, I'm not saying they're saying that this clinic, because that's their main thing.
Right. They have
it
a
is
handful.
an option, but there is this whole system that they have in place that in 2 weeks, you're like 80 to 100% cured. And I'm like, okay, this is fantastic. And to see these veterans come out and be night and day difference, very present, happy, truly happy, content with life, and just wants to go drive and wants to go do what they want to do in life. I'm like, okay, this is the nonprofit that I want to give to, because 100% goes to the veteran or the first responder, that goes to the clinic. And I'm like, dude, this is a no-brainer for me.
And you said it was here?
It's here.
So there's
Texas
something.
Valor Project is
Okay,
here.
so I can post the link here for anybody that would like to go donate to that, or so that they can get information for somebody that's looking.
Somebody
Yeah, that's a huge plug, by the way.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's not a little butt plug. It's not a little. It was like,
well, we're gonna plug it up right here.
Exactly. Put that plug up.
Well, that's actually a really awesome, really good information. I'm glad that you shared that with us.
Yeah,
I do information overload.
Yeah. Hey.
But you know what? I told you guys it could be deep. It could be a surface level.
We like a little mixture.
Yeah,
Mix it in.
I say jumping back into it. They needed an informative episode, and this is it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Definitely.
So money goes further when you do it with small businesses. We team up with a lot of small businesses here in the local area. So, God, even my dad is social media butterfly. or even in the local community. He just did his open house for his real estate, Coldwell Banker, and 50 businesses showed up. 40 businesses. 40 businesses showed up, but he had 50 business cards. 10 of them didn't show up because of their past arrangements or prior arrangements, should I say. And it's like, that's what we love to do here inside of Rockwall. And Rockwall is a very tight-knit community, but if we're able to bring awareness to other things like Texas Valor Project, I mean, that is, to me, that's huge. And I'm taking Texas Valor Project with me to Sun and Fun. I'm going to Oshkosh, which is the #1 flying event. There's 750,000 people that are going to be sitting in front of me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go, hey guys, hey, coffee.
Smells good.
Yeah, it smells good. It's my deodorant. You know,
you should wear that shirt.
Yeah, right? I got them right there, though. I don't know.
That'll be an icebreaker.
Yeah, right?
So, let's just talk about the elephant in the
room. Right?
Let's do this a lot.
Yeah, right.
Hi. Do you like it?
Do you like my body?
There.
You want a tumbler?
Everybody's been so nice.
I just don't know why.
I don't know why.
Oh, my nipple's out? Oh.
Oh.
All right.
I didn't know.
I thought it was a little breezy.
Yeah. Weird.
Sorry, you could make a drinking game out of when my nipple pops.
Yeah. You're gonna get drunk.
Because mine have aged and I just don't know where they're at.
You're like, they've been sucked on so much that I just thought, there's no feeling in these things anymore.
I didn't even breastfeed. They're like 22 years old this year.
The statement stays the same.
My tits can drink legally.
All right, so now we got to do a plug for the show because, okay, so the nipple has fallen out how many times now?
Oh, I mean, almost every episode.
Yeah, the one episode just had to keep the sticker on.
Yeah,
the whole,
like,
it was just out the whole time, and we didn't even know.
It's one of those shirts that you move just a little bit.
Yeah.
You're
So why? You don't need to pay for OnlyFans. You just need to watch the show. That's all it is.
Oops, baby.
Yeah.
Then we might go to subscription.
Yeah. That's a subscribe only.
We need to launch this on OnlyFans anyways. Like,
Patreon.
we don't have to be naked.
Yeah.
Patreon.
But, you know.
Patreon.
Apparently, there's so many people doing this and marketing on OnlyFans. Patreon.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Well, I mean,
yeah,
so
sure.
you can do your coffee on there.
So guys, if you see an OnlyFans link, it's not what you think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? It's for coffee.
It's the many ways you can drink your coffee in the morning.
Yeah,
Just
right?
trying to get this podcast out there any way we can.
How's your guys' podcast doing?
Great.
Pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
we're doing really well. And then, we had to take February off.
Yeah.
So, got to get
Yeah.
back into the swing of it.
Yeah.
We stopped doing our questions and all sorts of stuff.
Uh-huh.
When you start getting the live call-ins, taking
Oh.
questions
So
like that.
that'll be hilarious.
My God.
That'll be when we can actually get like a studio.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
We can't do
We're
it
not
any
doing
different.
that here.
I don't trust.
Yeah.
You know what
We
I
don't
mean? Like,
trust
so
people.
Far,
Whatever.
it's just friends. Like you, I
Yeah.
was like, he's fine.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
People we don't really
Yeah,
know.
can't bring
like,
in.
we're-
Yeah, but if they call in.
Yeah, that's
Calling
fine.
would be
That's
great,
fine.
but
Yeah.
one day.
Do a
Our
live
goal this year is to get us a studio.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like it.
So, moving on.
We have a few opportunities that have been presented. Now we just need to really hone in
Yeah.
on our niche and
Yeah.
our
Figure it out.
style and make sure before we take a big opportunity like that, like we're prepared.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I like it.
That's where we're headed right now with this.
All right.
That's where we're going. Well, we thank you so much for coming on, and we enjoyed everything that you talked about. And I'll definitely make sure those links are available for everything that you've mentioned.
Don't forget our code.
Don't forget our code.
Buy all the coffee
Popping
you
it up.
can. All of it.
Coffee.
Look at it. Are
Coffee
these
talk.
your only flavors?
No, those are 3. So you have Costa Rica, Peru, and Colombia. The Colombian is not like anything else that you've tasted. It's got passion fruit, hibiscus with a honey finish to it. These aren't
now
added.
I'm nose blind.
Yeah, so when we talk about flavors too, these aren't added flavors. These are the soil conditions, the type or a variant of bean that is actually in there, and then when you roast it, that's how you actually find out what type of flavor profiles you're going to do or what type of flavor profiles are in there. Then you kind of roast it into those so you further accentuate them. So you're not trying to mask that bean's natural flavors. So, and that's why I was like, well, with specialty grade coffee, you don't need sugars and creamers.
Yeah.
Allow it to cool a little bit and watch what happens. It's such a beautiful cup of coffee. So, yeah.
I like your packaging too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I know, love it.
A lot of stuff on it. I like
The
it.
next one's even funnier though. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I like the comedy on
Yeah.
when you're doing your marketing. Whoever does was it Liquid Death?
Yeah.
Their marketing's fantastic.
Yeah.
If you ever read the bottle or see the commercial or ads, I guess they don't really do a whole bunch.
Yeah.
No.
They're funny as shit.
Yeah.
If you actually go through the website, you'll see the persona that is out there for this particular company. That is me writing that and then manipulating it to be what I want it to be, to where it has the comedy aspect to it.
Yeah.
So you go to the Super Secret Squirrel, which is where this was, and there's a hidden link in there, and then you click on it, and it says, "Oh, yeah, I see you found us."
Yeah.
And it's like this whole thing
That's
that
cute.
actually I told you about this when I had you actually proofread it. I was like, read through this and tell me what you think of it. And I was like, it's this type of persona, and you're like, actually, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right. So I have to have a lot of fun with the website because I don't want to be just another coffee company.
Yeah.
I'm the coffee roaster. I'm actually the guy that's creating a lot of the stuff behind it, trying to blend a little bit of humor to it with a little bit of the aviation, a little bit of the truthfulness of what we have here.
Some knowledge.
Yeah, it's knowledge, but I'm not trying to do marketing, if you will. You got to do marketing, but not pry on the ignorancy. I'm trying to actually help educate at the same time. So premium gourmet, you're not going to see that with me. I had a key term, bougie coffee, and that's exactly what you get with that.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. I love it. I mean, like I said, you got me out of using my pods. Even though I'm lazy in the morning, I do it anyway because it's worth it.
You're going to be surprised when you try these.
Oh,
too.
I'm excited. I am
these right
excited
here,
about those.
you're
for
going to
sure.
be like, what
So
the
these
fuck?
aren't though. You're not selling to like specific coffee shops though, are you? Too.
I can't actually divulge that. So yes and no.
Okay.
Yes, I am. There's actually a few people that have my coffee wholesale, but they don't want my
Package.
that particular brand associated with it. So that's
Got it.
where the other companies I have are coming into play. So there's a roasting company that I actually have that is mine, but it's so I can do the wholesale to them, and their quality isn't to that snuff. So they wanted something a little bit lower quality, and I was like, okay, I can do that, but I understand you're still going to hit this. And they're like, absolutely. So that's what they get. So,
Awesome.
Nice.
yeah. So we do that, and then there's some wholesale accounts that are across the United States that have my bags as well. So they actually buy it. So a lot of the nonprofit aviation museums, they actually buy it like that. And then I have Alabama and Georgia as well, a couple of small vendors there that they go do aviation stuff, and they're like, hey, want your coffee? I was like, all right, sweet. Now they end up drinking the coffee because it's so damn good. And I'm like, if you drink the product, you know, it's like a weed dealer. You know,
Yeah.
you don't do your own products.
Can
You know,
I
you
get
don't
any more of
spend-
that?
yeah, right, exactly.
So next time you have something in the Dallas area, let us know.
Yeah.
Maybe we can team up and go out there with you and
No, that's gonna be fun.
do
Definitely.
something. stuff.
Yeah, we were going to actually do something with him, but with the timing, it just didn't work.
Really?
Yeah. No, you're gonna have to show me your camera too, because she does videography stuff. She does all this really cool stuff. So we're gonna have to
Yeah.
actually talk about that because when we do that type of stuff, when we team up, we definitely need to do
video.
more video stuff.
Yeah, I have it at the house. So.
Okay, there you
She
go.
was all that
We're around
stuff.
the corner.
We close.
Yeah, right. All right.
All right. Well, awesome.
Thank you
well,
so much
thank
for
you
coming.
for stopping by.
We were
Yes,
looking
thanks.
forward to it.
Yes.
And I'm sure we'll have you on again.
Oh,
Yeah.
hopefully,
Oh yeah, for sure.
for sure.
So that is.
And we'll keep it all lighthearted that time, you know.
Yeah. You'll have to get a new
A new-
T-shirt though.
New titty shirt.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
just-
Not one
Gotta
that's like
be-
these
yeah,
things
gotta
are
be
really in
every
my
time.
stomach. I mean,
Yeah.
they're like right here, so I had to like really jack them up.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
There we
Oh
go.
my God, I'm gorgeous.
When you pull it up, it looks
Oh,
Yeah.
in the camera.
That's
Look,
like-
look. There
yeah.
we go. There we go.
like,
That's what this coffee
Fake
does.
titties got nothing on me.
That's what this coffee does, okay?
No, it doesn't grow titties. No, it doesn't grow titties. These are natural, okay?
I'm
Fine.
not. They're really in there.
Yeah, they're
really
they're-
in there.
yeah.
Really in there.
I just stood.
They are.
Well, guys, we're glad to be back. And hope you enjoyed today's show. And we hope you go buy all the coffee.
Yeah. That is a wrap for Oops, Baby.
We're back.
We're back. And we will see you.
Get him.
Oh, gosh.
Get him.
You saying bye.
Yeah, okay. Goodbye, Harley. And we will see you next week.
We will. Bye-bye.
Gotta go under.
Go.
That's fine.